Wi-Fi. Kailangan bilisan natin. Uh, Good morning, everyone. My name is Gabriel Lopez, and this is Jusag Achumbre. This presentation focuses more over the what we have learned through the module. So the module itself focused more over the process of creating a concrete. As a class, we first had to have a lecture toward the concrete and its ideas. And in a more simplified explanation, the concrete we see and know, which are used for building, is considered a composite material that are bonded and mixed together with fluid cement. This then creates the material itself formed through mixing different materials. These materials are commonly known as water, gravel, sand, pebbles, and cement itself. Each of these materials branch out through different details and help us identify why and how these create concrete.
Cement itself is the material that hardens and is set in water or even air. This can come in five types of cement, specifically rapid hardening, sulfate resisting, white, colored, and pozzolanic, each having their own uses for different scenarios. To make the concrete easy to compact and have the plasticity effect, water itself is a component that is required mixing together all the other materials such as sand and gravel. This would also mean that it would require precise measurement on the amount of water ranging between 0.45 and 0.55 cement ratio. Sand and gravel are considered aggregates, with sand being the finer and the gravel being the coarser, allowing to result in it being more durable. Some solutions, such as admixtures, may may help as well in changing the properties of the concrete. What is it mainly used in the main mixture?
As such, to put our understanding in practical terms, we were able to create concrete itself using the procedure and materials that were mentioned through exercise. We were we determined the effectiveness of the concrete by using oil in the cup. To help define the concrete in three results. The first result, which would be the collapsing result, meaning that the wet concrete doesn't have enough strength and that it fell off easily, not keeping its form. The second, which would be the hardened one, meant that the concrete did not have much water, and it didn't collapse, but it didn't had that perfect result or the needed result. The last result, which would be the best result, due to the concrete not being too hardened or collapsible, but is still manageable, having the perfect balance. This concrete can then be easily molded and easily handled, not having structural issues within use.
With all this being said, we came up with two conclusions. Firstly, that is creating and processing concrete can be easily done and be taught to anyone else due to how the class was being able to create concrete on their first day. Secondly, though it is said that we assume that anyone could, even without much learning, can do this in a single day, we need to understand and measure the components as it is the key to the result being more proper, and which it means it must be enough attention to be given for a proper mixture.
And one question though that may be unclear for us due to this being the first time is what exactly are the results when hardened for the two improper results? Those being the hardened, the collapse one. Uh, because it's the first time creating and it takes a while for it to harden. It may be it may have different details and as compared to proper result, signs of which that clearly show that it may have mistakes. And so with that, thank you everyone. This is our presentation, and yes.